What's up guys, MainManSWE here, hoping you're all doing awesome as always, and I'm here with another match commentary, and this time it's probably the hypest set from EVO Japan, the tournament which Arslan Ash won with his amazing Kazumi. But at this point in the tournament, he had pretty much obliterated, like Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. Well, okay, not half the Koreans, but all the Koreans. Sorry, horrible joke, but insensitive, offensive. But no, it's kind of the truth. He had defeated every major Korean player, pretty much. Yeah, just a true juggernaut. And he was facing Jimmy J. Tran, and everyone's like, well, oh, this is gonna... People were dumb, you know, thinking like, oh, Jimmy, he's not gonna put up as big of a fight as Knee. But turns out Jimmy puts up the best fight and creates... it becomes the hypest set of the tournament. And from what I remember, it looked like Jimmy was gonna win. So kudos to Jimmy, super smart player. Like when it comes to Tekken game plans, you know, and understanding the psychology of an opponent, he's one of the top guys. Remember at Tekken World Tour a few years ago, he took out Knee's Steve. He picked Steve for a reason versus Jimmy's Brian. Steve is good versus Brian, and a lot of different characters. But I knew this was going to be super interesting because Arslan plays a very fundamentally based character with incredible fundamentals. You know, his movement with Kazumi is like second to none. But this is an interesting match due to facing Brian, because Brian is one of the best characters at controlling spacing. You know, with his long-range attacks to shut down backdashes or catch you backdashing, and his homing moves, some of the best in the game. Many of his counter hit tools, you know, forward 4, forward 3, they track a lot. Launch on counter hit. So I knew this was going to be interesting, but I gotta say, I was one of the people who was like, well, Jimmy's great, but he's going to get blown up by Arslan. But I was wrong, like a lot of people. But of course, yeah, Arslan, very strong player. So again, just try and notice how Arslan tries to space Jimmy here, and how he, when he goes in, a lot of jabs, and down forward 1. You saw the tracking there, forward 3, blocked, and then Arslan sidesteps, forward 3 catches him. So it's like Brian and the space control. It really is incredible how he can shut down your sidesteps. That character. Oh, big magic 4. This is gonna hurt a lot. And this is one of the worst positions in Tekken 7. He's gonna obviously survive, but now next to the wall he has to stand up. And that's a great attempt, but that's one of the worst positions in Tekken 7. So Arslan up 1 round here, and ridiculous spacing here from both players. Jimmy's movement, man. Arslan's movement, man. It's like when I watch, you know, players move like that, I'm just like, ugh. I can't keep up. Like, even my eyes, they're too slow, but I'm very old. Oh, plays risky even, goes into a hell sweep. Oh, misses the taunt, would have been beautiful. Oh, yeah, he finished the string. Oh, okay, bad position for Arslan at the wall. Brian is a monster here, counter hit, wall combo. What's for breakfast? Down 4, he won't stand up, doesn't want to eat the taunt. Can you believe it? He doesn't want to eat the taunt. What is this, Arslan? So very even here, down back 4. Doesn't attack afterwards, even though he was at plus 4, plus 5. Very, very careful player, very methodical. Up 2 rounds, up 2 rounds. I remember when I was watching this the first time, I was like, ah, this is gonna be a blow up. But then this happens. Ridiculous damage. Wall. What's for breakfast? Taunt. He tech rolled. Well, it's like Nee said, you know, Jimmy's Brian is, I think he said he's the best in the world. Nee, being a humble Nee, I think a lot of people want to say Nee there. I mean, what a legend. But Jimmy has such a creative style with Brian. And not only creative, I mean, his level of technology and the combos and setups is, you could absolutely argue he's the best in the world. Oh, huge orbital. Hit the wall? Yeah, big combo. Oh, you're screwed. And here you see, he evens this out. He evens this out. And this is at a point in the tournament where Arslan was unstoppable. You know, he murdered me, what, 6 rounds straight? No round brown, no round brown. And here suddenly, like, Jimmy, no. Fuck you, Arslan, you ain't gonna get this for free. I don't know if he said fuck you, I added that. Was sending one, blocked, but no huge punish there. Back one on block. Back one. Forward 3. Nice counter it. It's gonna hit the wall. Yes. That's gonna be very close. Oh, such a bad position versus Brian. Like, after that wall combo, you don't want to tech roll because the taunt could be coming. You know, as we saw in the second round, Jimmy won. You eat the taunt, you're fucked. Especially a Brian of a caliber of Mr. Naps, you know, he taunt jet uppers in his sleep. You don't want to stand up, so you just lie there and you hope he's not doing an anti, you know, ground hitting move. Give us the smile, Naps.
It's very hard to counter hit him because, you know, he's using quick pokes. He's using 10 frame jab.
Oh god, he's so cute. I love Naps. Probably a ladies man, you know, like that Akuma player, Avais from Pakistan, you know, with the what was it, a blazer he had hanging over his shoulder while giving us that 1,000-mile lady killer stare. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, that was a side note. But okay, so yeah, Jimmy up one match on what looked like an undefeatable opponent, Arslan Ash. And yeah, we have an infinite stage, which I think Kazumi, Brian is one of the wall gods of Tekken. Kazumi does very well with walls too. Her wall combo disproportionately does more damage than her regular juggles. So wall combo means a lot to her. She has a great wall splatting throw. Downward 1-2 is one of her best wall strings, wall splat strings. Just like Heihachi's downward 1-2. So she's a goddess of walls. So both of these characters do really well with walls. So I wouldn't say this is a big disadvantage to Naps. But okay, I start yapping away, he's already up one round, but now a tiny life lead on Arslan, which is gone now. And that was 1 plus 2, 2, which is Cobra something, it's called. Great homing move. Orbital, what's for breakfast, down 4. And now he's up 2 rounds. And you know, when I was watching this, I was like, he's gonna eliminate Arslan. And now we're gonna see something incredible. Jimmy going in, half-life lead. Yeah, oh, look at this. Look at Arslan's health. He's down to 35%. Oh, nice back 2, down back 4. Great poking there, staying very safe. 1-2. That's blocked. Oh, big magic 4. But as you can see, Arslan knows that Brian doesn't have a huge punisher for downward 1-2. So he ends it rather often, more often than he would against a character, obviously, who would give him a bigger punish. Like, for example, Kazuya would launch him. So Arslan fights back, gets 1 round. But he's still down, catches Jimmy in his orbital there, which is vitally important in the Brian matchup. If you see your opponent doing a lot of orbitals, jab him out of it. It has no crushing as he's jumping up. Big magic 4. As you can see, the tides are shifting here. Look at that. Runs past him and then low kick as he's standing up. Catches him in the back. And now it's even. Oh, nice punish on low soccer kick. Big magic 4, and as you can see, Arslan just turns it around. Completely turns it around. Running tackle. Everything's hitting. Everything's connecting. Perfect reads. what I find so incredible about this, and you can see how stressed he is. Like, oh, I mean, probably full of adrenaline, thought he was fucked. He thought he had lost, and we all thought he was, you know, down, out for the count. But this is what I find so remarkable about Arslan, is that he just suddenly shows up on the international scene, takes out Knee once, and then takes him out again, and it's like somehow to me, I feel like it's nothing to his nerves. I mean, is he a robot? Obviously not. You see him emotional like this, but it's like his emotions don't affect him as he's playing. He's the underdog, he's completely new to the scene, but he takes out all of these gods, and it's like he's not even flinching in game. But you saw that, his mental strength. He's pretty much down, he's under one match, 2 rounds. Naps only needs 1 more round. He almost takes him out that round, but then he just turns it around. It's like he plays better when he's under stress, and that's such a huge strength to have. And I just want to stress again, like, how weird it must be to be this new to these sort of tournaments. I mean, he's playing against players who he probably looks up to a shitload, and that would make a lot of people nervous. But it's like it doesn't get nervous. Being perfect. So that's 5 rounds straight. He was gonna get eliminated, as Markman said, and then he goes 5 rounds straight on maps. Talk about getting a download, but that was a risky down for 2, it's blocked. This should be wall, huge damage. He's gonna tech roll, he doesn't. He's still at the wall, bad position. But he gets out of here with super solid movement, he's out from the wall. But yeah, but he's down a lot here in health. Oh, this is gonna hurt so much. Perfect combo, perfect adjustment, and look at that rage drive. Oh god, I remember that. Making me shit my pants. Just incredible low parry. So Jimmy stays in the match. I mean, you understand why this was the set that made everyone like lose their minds. So incredibly even. So Jimmy there stopped Arslan's momentum. 5 rounds straight, but then Jimmy said no with a fantastic low parry. No punish on soccer kick. Oh, that hurts. He is going. Oh, huge while standing 1, done from a crouch dash. Or a sway rather. Perfectly optimized combo. Naps always knows how to do the 100% optimized combo in any given situation. So this is the final round. Like we have won as many rounds as each other.
Who's gonna take it? It's gonna go one way or the
Look
other.
at the movement.
This is too good.
Yeah, it is too good, Rip.
Look at them playing both very tight.
Look at the
Not
movement.
taking too many risks. Going for the down forward ones, the quick mid pokes. Oh my god.
God, look at the jabs.
Jimmy's in trouble.
Oh, while running too stressful. Oh, big whiff. Big whiff.
Arslan over Jimmy J. Tran. What an amazing set between these players. Oh my god.
Amazing set. And yeah, whiffing that low soccer kick, hatchet kick there in the end really cost Jimmy a lot. Yeah, just huge congratulations and thumbs up to both players, just playing unbelievably well, and Jimmy again just wrecking and defying all expectations. You know, what an incredible player he is. Yeah, just love watching his Brian. And Arslan, yeah, again, like extraordinary player. So I knew that was going to be an interesting matchup, Brian versus Kazumi, but as I said at the start, like I was one of the dumb fucks who thought Jimmy was going to get kind of run over considering how dominant Arslan had been versus the strongest players in the world. Jimmy is one of them, but yeah, when Knee, you know, is basically a punching bag, you go like, what the hell, you know, like Arslan is on a completely different level, but Jimmy gave him one hell of a fight. I do hope we get to see these two play again in the future, and I'm sure we're gonna get that at Tekken World Tour. So I hope you enjoyed that commentary. I hope you have a nice day.